I was like, oh no, how am I gonna do this for a week?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You had to do that the whole week.
I only did one day.
Oh, you only did one day?
I just fucking split. I bounced.
What? You're so crazy. And then was your girlfriend like, oh, yay?
No, the first thing I thought she would, the first thing she said when I got back, she's like, well, now what are you gonna do for a job? Like, straight up. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I just left that shit for you, and like, now you're doing that?
And what did you do with the job?
Well, that was when I was still trying to like actually make her happy. So like, I was like, okay, well, I'll go back to try to teach or something. So then she was like researching jobs for me, and I hated this because I didn't want to do anything. I was trying to get back into wrestling. I was trying to work out my contract.
I know, like, I can't even imagine you doing a real job.
Did I tell you my story about going for a teaching job interview for a 6th grade private school?
Oh, I think you skimmed it. Like
It was so bad, but like.
Did you try to wear a turtleneck?
I tried to cover up all the tattoos, wear a turtleneck, and I looked like a fucking like scary dude. And
you can't do that.
I was like. But I had all I had like more than enough credentials. And the guy was shocked. And then he was like, so you were a WWE wrestler? I was like, I just knew the principal hated this. And at the end he was like, well, you know, this is a pretty conservative school, so we're gonna have to cover up your tattoos if you
get hired.
And I'm like,
they always have to tell you that, but
everything's covered up. What are you talking about? How do you even know? It was so funny. I was like, okay, this was a disaster. That's not gonna work. And then when I went and saw my professor and I was talking to her about it, she was laughing. She's like, what are you doing, Austin? You can't do that.
No.
Stop. And then I was like, well, should I go get my teaching credentials? She's like, no, shut up. Go do fitness shit.
Yeah.
So then I would listen to her. And then I went to my psychologist professor, who I do lectures for, and she was like, I'm not gonna talk to you again until you dump the program. She's straight up said, I was like, you don't wanna hear anything about it? He's like, no, it's not right for you. She's so mad at me for like staying with her. Like, this is like my professor.
So you obviously
like,
were closer and told her a lot.
I told her just enough, and she's like, nope. Like, you got
Why?
Well, she's like, if the girl can't take you as you are, then you can't be with her. And this just wasn't gonna happen unless I changed things about me. She wasn't gonna take me as I am. I guess I'm just bad.
You're evil.
I don't know, something like that. I'm too unpredictable. I'm not stable. You know? Well, I'm not stable in like.
I know, like you're not stable in like, oh, I'm a 9 to 5.
9 to 5, 2 vacations a year, house, white picket fence, retirement fund.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like hell. I couldn't do 8 to 3 as a kid in school. How am I gonna do 9 to 5 as an adult? You know, it's just never gonna be me.
You know what you could do? You could do restaurant business.
Oh yeah, I said anytime if I worked for myself.
Yeah.
Anything that was working for myself, I could do.
That's what I want to do. I want to work for myself.
Yeah.
I want to be my own boss.
But like,
take my own vacation.
what kind of shit do you want to do eventually?
I could always help my sister take over my mom's company.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cause it's a family, like, you know.
Right. But she's only in Miami, right?
She's only in Miami.
Wouldn't you want to expand past Miami? I thought you said you wanted to get out of Miami.
Catering it's really hard to expand past Miami, you know. I'm not expand past Miami, but like.
Why didn't you get the catering out here? It's so big because all the studios.
Yeah, I know that it's so big, but the competition, like, it's just like my mom has worked so hard to make such a good name and reputation for herself in Miami, and like maybe expand to like Fort Lauderdale, but.
Yeah. I don't know. I still think you probably do a lot of stuff out here though. Right, like we talked about. You know?
And it's like, it's true, like I didn't go to catering school, whatever, but I'm like really good at it because I've done it since I was like fucking 10, 11 years old.
Did your mom do any schooling for it, or she just always, how'd she get into it?
She had a business degree from UN.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
She did not, and she didn't even go to like cooking school, she was just a really good cook.
Yeah.
And my sister's in cooking school.
My dad used to do all the freaking movies and stuff in like the 80s and 90s, and then he catered like 90210 show.
Shut up.
We made them smoothies on their Goodbye episode, the original cast. Like we were there, we had them make, they loved the smoothies at his restaurant. So we had to blend all these smoothies for them, and like Tori Spelling was over there, Tiffany Amber Thies, they like just loved them. Yeah, oh it was crazy.
Funny.
Yeah, that
was all you.
Pretty nuts. I enjoyed it. Restaurant stuff is fun. I like it.
I know it's easy, and like if you're good at it, it's like it comes natural. You have to be a people person though. That's what I've learned. Like when my mom would make me pass hors d'oeuvres, I'd be pissed. I used to hate it.
Yeah.
Because some people are bitches. Like, no, I've already told you I don't want that. It's like super like, oh.
No, I used to get, my dad get mad. I get
Go
mad.
to the diary room.
And then when I lost my people person skills when I was bouncer because you deal with so much.
Oh my god,
bullshit.
I know, bullshit, yeah.
So much bullshit. And I wasn't even a real bouncer. I was a host bouncer, like, because at the chain that I worked for, Cabo Cantina, it's like a chain of Mexican bar / restaurants, and like it was like a cool, like everyone working there was cool. Like you're not security, you're a host. You just kind of chill, and if something happens, you have to get people out, but you're not like.
So what would you do then?
You at the door, I check IDs. In the back, you watch the back door, make people aren't taking drinks outside. Just very simple kind of bullshit.
What about like cigarettes? Are they allowed to smoke?
There's a smoking
inside?
area. I gotta make sure where they go there. Just standard stuff.
They can't smoke inside.
If someone's too drunk inside, I have to help get them out, but nicely. But there would always be problems because it was 2-for-1 drinks on happy hour.
Oh shit.
And bullshit like that. And then it's just over time though, you just get so sick of seeing the same fucking regular drunks in there every night. And then on Tuesday nights, we like to do our coach's clinic, me and my buddy Jay, because he would bartend Tuesday nights, and I would be doing the door, and like it was Taco Tuesday, so I would always try to close it down by midnight, even though we're supposed to be open to 1. But I would start denying people like at around 11:30.
Why?
Because I didn't give a fuck and I wanted to go next door to drink with him. We wanted to go over to Barney's Beery.
Oh, so you didn't want to like be there to the end?
No, we wanted to get
And then
hammered.
the other place closed.
Yeah, we wanted to get hammered, so we would just close it early, get in trouble. I would leave myself clocked in and wait till 2 a.m. and go back when when Esteban was closing, and I'd like, let me clock out real quick. So I get the
So
extra hour.
bad.
I know, I didn't give a shit. I used to
That's
care.
what you could do too. You could always be a bouncer.
That sucks. I mean, my friend Brian, he's like, it's like the lead at One Oak out here, and he makes tons of money.
Okay.
But it's
I know
still-
like head bouncer.
It's still hell, and it's like the job is never very secure because if it's not the hot club anymore, oh well. So no, I think I'll be okay with the other stuff I want to do, especially with my fitness stuff.
Yeah, I think especially after this, fitness stuff will be good. People are super into fitness now.
Oh yeah, and I have a lot of things to contribute there.
What did you put on like under the job title again?
Wrestler.
Wrestler?
Yeah, definitely.
That's good. Yeah, don't be like a Jay's personal trainer.
Oh,
I can't believe you did that.
That sucks.
That's stupid.
I said, do not call me a personal trainer. I'm not a personal trainer. If I'm anything, I'm a post-rehab specialist. Fancy title.
I like wrestling though.
But I'm a wrestler, yeah. Or I'm a historian. But yeah, no, professional wrestler, except for that.
Or a historian.
Historian turned professional wrestler.
It's so
They were asking if they could do professor for me. I'm like, what? They're like, no, I'm not a professor. It's about the whole lie. Like, I'm not a professor.
I know they would. They're like, can we shorten marketing coordinator? I'm like, no.
What were they
I'm
going to
like,
do, marketing?
Cody from last year was sales account executive. Like, that is so long.
Damn. Sales account executive. That is long. Yeah. So impressive. I really want to mention wrestling on here. If you ask me questions, you know, call out like some people, but like in a way that would help me realize.
Yeah.
Like make it an angle.
Like your goodbye message.
Not even-
Follow me on Twitter at.
Oh yeah. No, I want to do like just a straight up like shot at the boss of WWE. Like take a shot at him.
A good shot?
Yeah, a good one.
Yeah,
That's like
not a
playful.
bad shot.
No. That would make him want to rehire.
Is
me.
he still the.
Yeah, not the coach that I worked that had all the problems. He's no longer there now. But the boss is the boss. And the boss didn't like me, but all the people working under him did. Like all his buddies liked me. Because the boss believes the coach. Because the coach is his buddy. That's how it is. Yeah, that was too intense of a workout. Yeah. I remember myself. I did Olympic lifts and deep squats.